Just recently, my brothers and I gave our fans an unintentional scare when we shared a note reflecting on our 20th anniversary. Please consider this my public apology for that. But wow, what a 20 years it's been. So I have a bit more reflecting left to do. 20 years ago, my life took an unexpected turn. At 13, just as I was starting to carve out my own path in the exhilarating world of music, I was handed a script I hadn't auditioned for. Living with type 1 diabetes, faced with a chronic condition that demanded a starring role in my daily life, I was unsure if my dreams of the big stage and bright lights might be just that, dreams. Now, as I prepare to take on the role of Jamie Wellerstein in the last 5 years on Broadway, I'm not just returning to a place where my passion for performance was ignited. I'm reflecting on a personal journey that's been as much about resilience and adaptation as it is about artistry. Broadway always felt like home, the place where raw emotions meet the craft of storytelling. Yet as I step back into this familiar territory, I recognize that this return is a testament to overcoming fears that once seemed insurmountable. The last 5 years, a show that dances through the timeline of a relationship from two perspectives, one moving forward and the other in reverse, offers a mirror to my own experiences. One character starts with hope and naivete, and the other with the wisdom that comes from tough, life-altering experiences. This narrative symmetry isn't lost on me as I mark the 20th anniversary of the Jonas Brothers alongside my diabetes diagnosis. When I was initially diagnosed, I felt my world shift dramatically. The vision I had of touring the globe, of sharing music and stories, seemed suddenly at risk. Especially since I didn't have anyone to look up to in the public spotlight to show that I could still pursue and achieve my dreams. The physical toll was significant, the mental burden even more so. Every day involved constant monitoring of my blood sugar levels and endless calculations of what I ate, how much I moved, and how that would affect my health. But as I grew older and more attuned to the needs of my body, the world of medical technology was also advancing. Tools like my Dexcom G7 continuous glucose monitor transformed the way I manage my diabetes. The painful disruption of constantly pricking my fingers had vanished and left in its place a system that shows me my glucose levels right on my phone or Apple Watch, even predicting highs or lows while allowing me to share the information directly with my team, management, and family. It became less about the numbers and more about understanding my body's cues, allowing me to focus on my creativity and performance and not on diabetes. This tech, along with the incredible support system of my parents, brothers, management team, and eventually my wife, significantly decreased the mental burden of managing my diabetes and in turn empowered me to not let diabetes define my capabilities. Some days I wish I could tell my younger self all I've learned, assure him that everything turns out okay. Yes, this journey over these past 2 decades had to happen this way. Just like Jamie's relationship with Kathy in the last 5 years had to unfold as it did, changing him and helping him grow in the process. In the last 5 years of my real life, I've taken on many new roles while confidently managing my diabetes. Our upcoming Jonas Brothers Christmas movie, the 5 albums, 1 night world tour, and my most important role yet, becoming a dad. Now, as the curtain rises on this show, I stand at a pivotal juncture. This moment transitions from reflection to celebration, to triumph over the trials that once seemed insurmountable. I don't want to be defined by the last 20 years with diabetes, but just like Jamie and Kathy, I want to take this moment to reflect on it. And the reality I see is that this diagnosis, while daunting, has been a profound catalyst in my life. My diagnosis and the support system I surrounded myself with ultimately pushed me to be better. Not just as a performer, but as a husband, father, son, and friend. Life throws complex roles at each of us. Our job is not to shy away, but to embrace them wholeheartedly. As I share Jamie's journey on stage, and mine on this page, I'm reminded once again of the power of perspective, the beauty of looking forward while learning from looking back. To everyone out there navigating their own challenges, remember the stories we write are not just about the struggles, but about overcoming, thriving, and ultimately inspiring. Here's to the next scene, the next 10 minutes, the next 20 years, filled with the kind of growth and accomplishments that come from not just facing what life scripts out for us, but actively writing and even rewriting a life that helps us discover what we're truly made of.